Okay, Year 7, welcome to your tutorial on rounding decimals. Today we're just going to have a further look at decimals and how we actually round them. Look how cute this little guy is. I like to think I look as cool as that in my glasses, but I don't. Okay, rounding decimals. So I need you to write this down. Your heading should be rounding decimals in your theory book, and you need to write the following down. Often we come across decimals that have many places. So when we add multiple things together, sometimes it comes out a bit messy. And sometimes it's kind of necessary to round the decimal places off. Depending on what we're talking about, depends on how many decimal places. But say, for example, you had shopping that came to $1.23472. Oh, you wouldn't say it was $1.23. It just gets awkward, okay? So sometimes what we need to do is we need to round off the decimal places. How we round decimals is by place value. So if we're rounding a decimal by 2 decimal places, we'd be rounding to the hundredths place value. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit about what that actually looks like. So I've got this number here, 364. Oh, sorry. I apologise. I actually knew that number because I wrote it myself, but for some reason wrote it down wrong just then. I've got 3.641883, and I'm asked to round to 2 decimal places. Okay, this is very important. This is what lots of people do. They see the decimal point and they go, okay, 2 decimal places, 1, 2, cool. I'm just going to ignore everything after that. And that's it to 2 decimal places. That, my friends, is actually wrong. Very wrong. This is how I round to 2 decimal places. Oh, and now I've stuffed myself up. I have to delete all of that and do it again. Okay, 3.641883. So if I'm rounding to 2 decimal places, yes, I very much look at the decimal point and then go 1, 2. This is the place I want to round. Okay, that's the place value to which I want to round. However, if I leave that 4 the same or I round it up to 5, depends on the number next to it. That's a 1. Okay, so that's saying 3.641. When the 1 is less than 5, that number stays the same. So when the number next to it is less than 5, that 4 stays the same. If it's greater than 5, that 4 gets changed to a 5. So in this case, it's 3.641. So that rounded to 2 decimal places is 3.64. Let's have a look at another example. Okay, let's look at this one. Round the following to 2 decimal places. Again, I write 18.9654020. Okay, I find my decimal point. I go place 1, place 2. Here we go. Okay, I don't just cross everything else off. I look to the number directly to the right of the place value at which I'm wanting to round. The number directly to the right is 5. 5, which means that this 6 here gets changed to a 7. 18.97. What that's trying to say is 18.965 is closer to 18.967 than it is close to 18.96. So the rule is the number directly next to it. If it is greater than 5, I round up. If it's less than if it's greater than or equal to 5, I round up. If it's less than 5, it stays the same. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's rounding. That's as tricky as it is.